I remember one day waking up and wanting to get straight out of bed. I head to the bathroom and look in the mirror and I see a beautiful, chiseled, muscular, lean physique. And I felt amazing, I had no brain fog. I felt ready to conquer the day. This was the first time I'd ever gotten a good night of sleep in my life. Put that into perspective. You, the viewer, the person who's watching this, you're probably sleeping wrong. That's why you can't focus, why you're not productive, why you don't perform well in the gym and you don't get stronger very often, you don't build much muscle, why you have low testosterone. By the way, I have a video, 3 amazing ways to boost your testosterone levels. You can go check that out after. So how do we fix this problem of getting bad sleep? Well, there's 3 amazing ways to fix this, and I'll share them with you in this video. Now, the first fix, or the first way to optimize your sleep, is to eliminate all blue light an hour and a half before you get into bed. Now, what is blue light? Blue light is the category of light with the shortest wavelength and the most energy. The greatest source of blue light is the sun. But what other sources of blue light are people seeing at night, which are keeping them up and delaying their melatonin production? It's their phones, their laptops, their TVs, their iPads. People don't realize that the easiest fix to improve your sleep is to stop using your phone, your iPad, your TV, or your computer an hour and a half or more, 2 hours before bed. Now think about it. An average person is probably doing their 1 hour of video games to wind down, which is an absolutely terrible idea because you're just stimulating your brain even further. Or they're scrolling on TikTok before bed, which feels like 10 minutes, but it's really been an hour, and now you're going to sleep later, and you're delaying your melatonin production, you're stimulating your brain. Your brain is not calm and ready for some nice, deep sleep. And you're also reducing your attention span by watching those TikTok videos, when you rather could have just done a good habit like reading a book before sleep, and you would have slept absolutely fine and woke up and had an amazing day the next day. So, little recap. The easiest fix to make for your sleep is to stop using your phone, computer, TV, laptop, etc. Any screen. Stop using it an hour and a half before bed because it's delaying your melatonin production and stimulating your brain. Now, I never really went into detail on this, but what is melatonin? Now, melatonin is the hormone which helps you sleep, basically. It's the hormone which helps you get deep, productive rest. Now, when your eyes are exposed to blue light, like your screens, you're delaying your melatonin production and you're not going to sleep as well. That's why so many people make the excuse of not being tired when they try to go to sleep early. Now, let's move on to the second fix. Now, to fully understand the second fix and the third fix, we must acknowledge the schedule that the school system, the education system, has put us into. Now, most likely, you have school extremely early in the morning, which means you have to wake up even earlier. Which also means to get sufficient sleep, you have to go to sleep early. Now, because most people are on their phones late and they make the excuse that they can't go to sleep early, they don't end up sleeping enough and then they feel like shit in the morning, and then they press the snooze on their alarm clock and they don't get out of bed and they're late to school and they don't learn anything, and then once they get home from school, they're not productive. It's this vicious cycle that stems from getting bad sleep. you should be sleeping 10 hours a night, bro. Everyone says sleep 8 hours a night, 8 hours a night, but they don't realize that as humans, we have sleep efficiency rates. Now, sleep efficiency rates are basically how efficiently we sleep. So I think the average efficiency rate is 80%. So if we were to sleep 10 hours, 80% of that would be 8 hours. That's why everyone tells you to sleep 8 hours, but they don't realize that 20% of that time, you're not actually sleeping. Your body is awake. They say go to sleep at this time, but they don't take into account when you wake up in the middle of the night and when you twist and turn and how long it actually takes you to fall asleep and all the other factors. So how do we fix this? Well, first let's tackle the problem of you're not going to sleep early enough. So the excuse you probably made, as I've said, is that you can't fall asleep because you're not tired. And we know why this is happening. Your melatonin isn't being produced correctly. So how do we fix this? Well, the first way is to buy blackout curtains. Now, blackout curtains are a special type of curtains which block all light from coming in from outside, and they provide a completely dark atmosphere which you can sleep correctly in. And they're a great investment for optimizing your sleep. I believe you can buy them for about $10 to $40 on Amazon pretty easily. Just look at the reviews, make sure you find a good product. Now, the second way is to buy an eye mask. I actually have an eye mask myself. This is the Bucky 40 Blinks eye mask. You can blink properly, as it says in the name, because there's little space in the eye holes. It's comfortable, soft. It blocks all light, even coming from your peripheral vision. And it's fairly inexpensive. I actually do have an affiliate link for this product. I am affiliated with this company. It is in the description and in the about section of my channel. And I actually do have an affiliate link for this next fix / product, which I'm going to talk about in a second. But like I was saying, this will produce melatonin correctly, just like the blackout curtains, because there will be no blue light coming in. You'll be able to have perfect deep sleep with no light irritation. Now, on to our third fix. Our third fix is a sunrise alarm clock. Now, a sunrise alarm clock is a product for those who have to wake up extremely early. Maybe for your 5:30 a.m. David Goggins morning routine. Or you have to commute for school or work. Now, a sunrise alarm clock, like it says in the name, is basically an alarm clock which wakes you up with light. Now, I want you to ask yourself a question. Why should we be woken up with light rather than with sound? I want you to think about that for a minute. The reason we want to be woken up with light rather than sound is because of something called the circadian rhythm. Now, the circadian rhythm are physical and mental behavioral changes that follow a 24-hour cycle. These natural processes respond primarily to light and dark, affecting most living things. So why do you think you're so tired when you wake up to your loud, blazing, annoying alarm from your phone? Well, it's still dark out because you're probably waking up early, chances are, unless it's a weekend. Why do you think that is? It's because you're not being exposed to light. Your eyes aren't being exposed to light, You're just hearing this sound. It's disrupting your deep sleep. It's putting you in fight or flight almost. And it's terrible for your circadian rhythm because, like the definition says, it's primarily activated by light and dark. And when your body still thinks it's dark, guess what? You're going to be tired because melatonin is still being produced. There should be no melatonin production during the day when you're supposed to conquer. You're supposed to be productive, get shit done, not stay in bed and hit your snooze alarm 3 times to stay in bed for another 60 minutes. Absolutely not. Now, this is the sunlight alarm clock that I recommend. It is a Dekela, I believe that's how you pronounce it, sunlight alarm clock. I am affiliated with this company. This product is in the description of this video or in the about section of my channel. So basically what it does is there's a certain time you can set for the clock for how much the light like slowly gets brighter, right? So I like to do around like 40 minutes, and it slowly, incrementally gets brighter. And once the time runs out, it will be as bright as possible. It is extremely bright. So it will wake you up pretty easily. And if you really can't do that, then there are some sound settings on it. That is kind of a last resort option. I would not recommend. But if you truly need to be woken up with sound, then you may use the sound settings on this alarm. It has like 7, has like bird noises, rain, river, forest, I believe like bubbles, electronic. It's got all types of shit. So this is a very good product. I've been using it for a while now, and it did drastically improve my sleep. It's fairly inexpensive. You can buy it on Amazon through my links. And the thing is, most people never do any research on how to improve their sleep. They will stay mindless zombies and never get good rest for the rest of their lives. Now, it's a very sad reality, but now that you've watched this video, you've learned some new things that you can implement. And I thank you for watching this video. And I would very much appreciate it if you would subscribe, because it takes a long time to script these videos and a long time to make the thumbnails. But as always, I love you, bro. Don't become wasted potential. Mwah.